from that bit of good news to some more good news coming out of Uganda. And after nearly 2 years of being closed, Uganda has reopened schools today. The closures put in place in March 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic affected at least 10 million primary and secondary school pupils and lasted 83 weeks. In November 2021, President Museveni announced a phased reopening of the economy in 2022, beginning with the education sector, which has a significant number of educators that have been partially inoculated against the virus, and stringent safety measures have now been put in place. Leila Mohammed has those details.
The early morning routine for many families just before work and school was quite intense on this first day back to school in Uganda since COVID-19 was first reported in East Africa in March 2020.
But now I'm very happy to see my children coming back to see the children back and to get their friends. They have been missing them.
I am happy because I was missing my teachers and my study.
The Ugandan Minister of Education stated the shutdown had been introduced to curb the risk of children spreading the coronavirus to their parents. But educators and others say the decision has taken a toll, eroding decades of classroom gains in the East African nation.
Schools that are within the city or within the towns, some of them had the opportunity maybe to get some study materials. And they did something for some time, but when it is not well supervised still, you'll find that they might have studied, but not to the best of their ability. With the schools up country, some of them did not study anything completely.
Children's rights groups had criticized the extreme length of the shutdown, warning that closures put vulnerable students at higher risk of child marriage or forced labor. The shutdown has also had an impact on teachers.
There are teachers in private schools that did not receive any pay completely, and others might have maybe abandoned even the profession. So now bridging up that gap still will take some time, and it needs some serious intervention by the government and other well-wishers.
The National Planning Agency says that 3,507 elementary and 832 high schools nationwide might remain permanently closed, but the government is pushing to get as many students as possible back to schools that are open.